up next on tonight's radio theater, we'll have a comedy monologue. Please welcome Mr. Clod Hopper.
Howdy. They asked me to say a few words to say I know anything about is myself. I was born at a very early age. I remember the day I was born. My mother was gone at the time. Yeah, I remember that day. I just cried like a baby. The fact was, my folks were too poor to have kids, so the neighbors had me. Of course, I was born in a log cabin that I helped my father build. Well, I wasn't born in a log cabin, but we lived in one as soon as we could move inside. Now, you might not know this about me, but when I was born, I was a triplet. That's right. Paul looked down at Molly, he said, "You pick out the one you want, I'm going to drown the other two." You know, that's the day I learned how to swim. Now, swimming wasn't the hard part, it was getting out of the burlap sack that was the real trick. Of course, my parents had to come up with a name for me, and my mom had the name John in her mind, and she really wanted to name me John, but Paul said every Tom, Dick, and Harry's named John. So they named me Clod, and I'm glad they did, because that's what folks have been calling me ever since. Of course, growing up there, my parents wanted the best for me, and my mom, she wanted me to be a doctor, but Paul really wanted me to grow up and be a farmer, just kind of like he was. So they decided they figured it all scientific-like, and they had the nurse take a pitchfork and a medical book, set them there beside my crib, and they figured, well, whichever one I grabbed first would kind of decide things. It worked out about how they thought it would. I grabbed the nurse. Well, it wasn't too long, and I was old enough to go to school. Well, I remember my first day of school. Paul got me up about half an hour early, so I had plenty of time to shave. Yeah, I was different than all those other 6-year-olds. I was 14 at the time. Of course, we were so poor, my folks couldn't afford to buy me new shoes, so they just painted my feet black and laced up my toes. Now, I really enjoyed going to school. Couldn't stand the thing before once I got there, but sure enjoyed going. Now, I had more trouble with my teacher than a giraffe with a sore throat. She was so fat, every time she walked down the aisle, she'd erase all the blackboards. But I did get real high marks in school, though. Teacher kept hitting me over the head with a ruler. And I got 100 in the exams. It was 25 in reading, 25 in science, 25. Well, I'm pretty sure it added up to about 100 anyway. In fact, I was in first grade so long, all the other kids got to thinking I was the teacher. Of course, I was pretty smart if I do say so myself. In fact, I once heard the teacher telling someone it was impossible to teach me anything. Well, I guess it was about this time that I became a Girl Scout. Yeah, I was always out scouting girls. I guess that started about the time I realized there were 2 types of bicycles. I should tell you about some of my girlfriends. My first girlfriend, she was real ugly. Matter of fact, she got herself a job working with the local doctor, standing outside his office making people sick. My next girlfriend, she was real skinny. In fact, if it hadn't been for her Adam's apple, she wouldn't have had any shape at all. She used to tie knots in her nylons just to make it look like she had knees. Well, anyway, I was mentioning about how we lived in a log cabin. One of our neighbors there built himself a right fancy house. I was over there one day, and he was showing me through it. And, well, we went in this one room, and he said, "This here's the bedroom." Now, any fool could have told that was a bedroom, because there's a great big bed back in there. Well, he said, "You won't believe this, but this bed goes back to Louis XIV. I said, "That ain't nothing. We got one in our house goes back to Sears and Roebuck, the 15th. Well, he had to go and tend to some chores or something. He said, "Just show yourself around the house." So I did. Well, I came upon this one room that to this day I'm not sure what that was for. Up against one wall had this great big shining white horse tank sitting there. And then over another wall was hanging what looked like to be a basin to wash your hands in, but didn't look like it worked too good because someone punched a hole in the bottom of it. I figured you put a corn cob in it and it'd work out all right. But the thing that beat all was over on the other wall, stood about so high, I got to figuring what that could be, and I noticed they had 2 lids. Well, I figured that out pretty quick because they plumbed a hole through one of them. Well, I finally figured out what that was for. It's to wash your feet in. Sure enough, you wash one foot, and it had this little lever you trip down and give you fresh water to wash the other one. joined the Army. Two reasons why I joined the Army. One was to be patriotic, and secondly, I was drafted. Anyhow, I had to take the trip down to the Army base for my induction. I had to take the trip by train. On the train there was this lady with her baby. Now, I don't like to say anything, but between you, me, and the fence post, that was the ugliest baby I've ever seen. Of course, I wasn't saying anything, but there were a lot of folks on that train that weren't so kind, and they were saying a lot of awful mean things. She got fed up with it, called over the conductor. She said, I'm going to sue this railroad for every penny it's got, the way people are talking on here. I said, ma'am, I don't know what's been going on. Just go on down to that dining car, order anything you want. It's on the railroad. Well, I reckon I'll be able to find a banana for your monkey, too. Well, we did make one stop out there in Kansas, right around Dodge City or so, and we got on our way again. This big burly guy that had gotten on there stood up, and he pulled out a gun. He said, my name's Jesse James, and I'm going to rob this train and take every man's money and kiss every woman on here. This little guy in the back stood up and said, you can have my money, but you're not kissing my wife. She pulled him down and said, shut up, let Jesse rob this train. Well, sure enough, he went through the train, took everyone's money and jewelry and everything. And after he'd done that, he got off. And I noticed a little ways up ahead, a gentleman sitting there with his daughter. And she had this great big shiny diamond engagement ring on her finger. And he noticed that and he said, daughter, how in the world did you keep Jesse from taking your ring? She said, simple, Paul. I just took it off and hid it in my mouth. He said, well, I wish your mother could have been here. We could have saved the luggage. Well, I was mentioning about being a Girl Scout earlier, and I dated a lot of girls, and finally I met the right one, and we decided to settle down and get married. It wasn't real long after we got married, my wife came to me and told me we were expecting a little visitor. I was just happier than a mosquito in a nudist camp, but turns out, though, it was her uncle from Peoria, who was a midget. Well, we did have some kids of our own, though. And the first four were all girls, and we named them all after flowers. There's Rose, Violet, Petunia, and Pillsbury. Then there was our little boy, and we named him Chevrolet. By the time he came along, we wanted a car more than we needed any more kids. He wasn't too much trouble, though. We just kept him locked in the record player. It had an automatic changer. Well, that's about all I've got for tonight. I'll let you get back to more of the entertainment on the radio show this evening. Thank you.